Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing an Arthurian legend tag. Some of these questions are from a tag of sorts that happened a few years back in Tumblr, and then others I made myself. So here we go. Question number 1. What is your favourite Arthurian character? Mine is Gawain. I feel like he's the most Celtic of all the knights, which of all characters, period. So that is what draws me to him. I'm also a big fan of Mordred and Morgana, and some days I like one over the other, so I really can't choose one character. I like all three of them. Question number 2. Sword or Grail? Sword. Question number 3. Favourite characterisation of Guinevere? I'm not the biggest fan of Guinevere, so I don't really have an answer to this question. Some of the Welsh stories of Guinevere are interesting, as in that they have a completely different characterization to the English stories, but I can't really say one is my favourite. 4. What is a Arthurian headcanon of yours? This one is going to take some explaining because it deals with Celtic inheritance and how that went about. But for the Celts, they didn't always, and most times they didn't at all, pass down inheritance from father to son. They tended to go to a nephew or maybe a cousin, someone related, but this is how it worked. There was a council, if you will, of three generations, and they would pick the best man for the job. That also meant that kings, if they were becoming infirm of mind or, you know, making bad decisions as a whole, could be removed. My headcanon is that King Arthur was making mistakes. He was either being needlessly cruel in the cases of Finn Macul, or he was kind of being wishy-washy. He wasn't taking a firm stand on things. So I feel like Mordred felt it proper that he should take over, that he should be stated as king because Arthur wasn't doing his job. That's my headcanon. Question number 5. Favourite characterization of Merlin? I like Merlin as the old goat type, the old sly, conniving type. So I like him in the Once and Future King. Yeah, I can't really recall any others that kind of have him like that, but there's tons, so that's the type of characterization I like on Merlin. Question number 6. What was the first Arthurian book you read? It was a Puffin's classic book of Arthurian stories, so I think that's Lancelot Green, I'm not sure. And I read that thing so many times. I carried it around and the pages fell out, or were almost falling out, and it was practically just the covers. So that was my first book. Question number 7. What was the last Arthurian book you read? Is it I Am Morgan, or is it I Am Morgan Le Fay? I really forgot the author. I think it's Nancy Springer? Nancy something, right? It was good. It was a little confusing on a cultural standpoint. I feel like there was too many cultures and it wasn't true to any one of them. But it was interesting. Yeah. I have a Goodreads review on that. I can link it down below if you want to read it. Question number 8. Team Pendragon or Team Orkney Cornwall? Orkney Cornwall. I think there are more varied characters. They're more interesting characters, and there's more variation in how people portray them, and I like them when they're good and I like them when they're bad. I like them. So, Orkney, Cornwall. Number 9. Brecken Arthurian book. The savage damsel and her dwarf, but any of Gerald Morris's books, period. Dinnan had me laughing out loud. So anything Arthurian by Gerald Morris. Question number 10. What was the first Arthurian movie or TV show you saw? Disney's Sword in the Stone, I think. Yeah. Question 11. What is your favorite Arthurian movie or TV show? TV shows, I like The Adventures of Sir Lancelot, I think it is. The 1956, or is it 57 one. It is hilarious. It's not very Arthurian and it's really not historically accurate, but it's really funny. As for movies, I don't have very many favorites. I actually don't think I've watched a lot of Arthurian movies, so that needs to change. Question number 12. Morgana or Morgause? Morgana. Definitely Morgana. Question number 13. What is your favorite characterization of Morgana? I like her in Gerald Morris's stuff. It was the first time I saw her as a kind of neutral character who was in it for herself rather than an actual antagonist. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, that one, I'm going with that one. I don't actually have very strong feelings about any of the characterizations, but I don't generally like the Morte d'Arthur and stuff based on that, like where she's kind of an evil harpy, so I try and stay clear away from that. Question number 14. Where is the Grail? Roslin Chapel, I guess. Also there's one on Glastonbury. I actually like the legend in Oak Island. I think it's Cape Breton. It's somewhere in Canada. Where it's in a cave, and the cave has a hole, and is it that one more person needs to die in there to be able to find it? The Templars were supposed to have brought it over, so that one was interesting. Question number 15. What do you think or feel about modern adaptations of Arthurian legends? I find them interesting. I like some more than others because some people tend to take the names of Arthurian characters and then just the names, not the characters themselves, not particularly anything Arthurian in situations. They just really take the name and put it onto almost a soap opera of sorts, I guess. Those are irritating to me, but really thoughtful. There are some really thoughtful modern adaptations that provide more insight into characters, so I do like them. I don't forsake modern adaptations at all. That's my book. That was Keenan. Keenan, come here. No, he's not gonna come here. Keenan, come here. Come here, say hi. Come here. Come on up. Come on. Okay, he's not gonna say hi. You can see his ear though. Keenan, you're not gonna say no? Alright. Alright, that was it. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.